So I was going to make these all sorts of separate videos, but I decided hardly anybody watches my channel anyway, so I'm just going to make one quick ranty video. And I apologize for the quality. Laptop sitting on the bed. Apologize for moving around a lot. If I don't, the video stops recording. And apologize for the back scratcher. I happen to be extremely itchy. Plus, it's great to gesture with. So, yeah, did I apologize for having comments turned off? We'll make that the first subject. The reason why I always have comments turned off on all of my videos is because of this pathetic loser who I unfortunately think might be related to me either by blood or by marriage. Possibly it's both of them, the one that's related by marriage and the one that's related by blood, because they like to make fake accounts and under either my name or under the names of pets that I've had who have passed away or people I've known and loved who have died, and they harass me, and it's just easier to have comments turned off than have to filter and delete and report comments from that pathetic loser. And they are a pathetic loser, because what kind of life do you have that you feel so lame and such a loser that you have to harass somebody on the internet under a fake name? If you're going to harass somebody on the internet, use your real name. Honest to God, I'm serious. Just be brave enough to put your real self out there. All right, you know. So that's my first one. My second rant: science and religion, they're not enemies. I know you want to say I'm wrong. Science and religion are partners. All right, they are best friends. They are lovers. Science is the goth girl, and religion is the cheerleader, and everybody thinks that they shouldn't be together and are constantly pulling them apart, but they are lovers. They work together, and it is extremely narrow-minded whether you are religious or whether you are science to say you are only one way. Think about it in terms of this as far as science goes. If you were going to do an experiment and you only expected one result and you kept ignoring all the other results you get, you wouldn't be a very good scientist, would you? You have to have your mind open to other possibilities, including the possibilities there might actually be a God. All right? And for the religious people out there, God gave us science to better understand the world. God gave us science so we could create medicines to help people. God, that is what science is for. It's for understanding the world and for creating medicines. That there was a gift to us. So science and religion are lovers, not enemies. And it's time to stop being so narrow-minded either way. And speaking of science, there is no such thing as non-GMO foods. We have been genetically modifying foods since we first learned to farm. Crossbreeding and hybridization and all that is all genetically modifying foods. It is no different whether it is in a field or in a lab, all right? They are all genetically modified. So the non-GMO label is a complete scam. And then guess what? You're a GMO. I'm a GMO. We're all GMOs. We are all genetically modified. There is no such thing as non-GMO anything. Everything is genetically modified, whether it is through selective breeding or in a lab. It's all the same. It is all genetically modified, period. Let's get into organic. The organic industry is a huge scam. All right? It is. They have found that, scientifically speaking now, most organic foods actually have less nutrition than those grown by traditional means. Organic foods produce less crops. That's why they are so expensive. Organic pesticides, and yes, they do use pesticides. Organic pesticides are scientifically proven to be worse for the environment than synthetic. Yes, seriously, go look it up yourself. They are worse for the environment than synthetic. So it is a huge scam. You're paying more because it doesn't produce enough crops. If every farm went organic, we would have a lot more hungry and starving people out there. All right? The pesticides are worse for the environment, and they have less nutrition. Just stop buying organic. just stop. Stop falling for the labels. It is all a scam. It is much of a scam as the Nigerian email, okay? Organic is the Nigerian prince of food, okay? Just stop with the organic crap. Stop with the non-GMO. It's all a scam. It's all a scam. To the doctors out there who might have stumbled upon this video, if a woman says she does not want children, believe her, all right? Especially if the woman, has some sort of medical issue they don't want to pass on, or what have you, or even if she just simply does not want the responsibility. I am sick and tired of all these articles from my fellow child-free by choice women saying about how they can't even get a tubal ligation without getting a permission slip signed by their husbands. Their husbands can go out and get a vasectomy and not even tell them. All right, it is the 21st century. A woman does not need a man's permission to have her tubes tied. I had to seek out a hysterectomy. I actually had one gynecologist walk out on me, saying that she would not help me until I popped out 2 children. Seriously, her words were, "I won't help you until you pop out a couple of kids." And she walked out and slammed the door. I had serious health issues linked to my menstrual cycle, all right? Mainly severe anemia. Severe, as in my iron levels were single digits. And I went through all the testing and all the exploring for all sorts of problems like internal bleeding and stuff, and nothing. It's all linked back to the fact that I cannot absorb iron from food, and I had extremely heavy cycles, insanely heavy cycles, ridiculously heavy cycles, and she would not help me. And the next doctor I saw, he would not listen to me at all. He said, "When you get married," and I said, "I'm not getting married." And he just continued on. He said, "When you get married, your husband will want babies." Well, I'm sorry. If a man only wants me to be his broodmare, I don't want him. And I don't want to get married anyway, all right? I can't imagine life being married. I would much rather be a single, child-free by choice woman. So, doctors, when a woman says she doesn't want kids, believe her. You don't need to send her to a psychologist, all right? You don't need her husband to sign a permission slip. Just listen to her and believe her. We need to stop with this archaic attitude that women are only there to have babies. So those are all the things that I really wanted to get out there. Like I said, sorry about all the moving around, sorry about being on the bed, sorry about not having comments turned on, but I really, really needed to let all this pressure off and just say all this. People need to get over themselves. People need to stop being bullies. People need to stop buying non-GMO and organic because it's a huge scam. People need to accept that science and religion actually are supposed to work together. And doctors need to understand that women are not there on earth just to provide babies. We are human beings. We are more than just a walking uterus. Thank you.